What's up, scrappers? So in this video what we're going to do is a tear down on 10 different PCs. So I'm going to tear them all down, put all the different bits and bobs into boxes, and then weigh them all up. So then you can sort of get a value over 10 PCs and kind of get an average of, I don't know, what a PC's worth. I've done a tear down before on one PC, but every PC is slightly different. So I guess in this one we could get the value at the end, divide it by 10, and then you've got an average price of different size PCs. So yeah, I'm going to tear them down, weigh them up, and see what they're worth. So guys, this is what we got out of the 10 PCs. I'm going to have to do the steel in two weigh-ins basically. So I've got 6 of the towers on top of each other. And at 10 pence a kilo, those 6 are worth £2.80. So I don't know, if you want to maximise money and they're in good shape, you can sell the towers as they are, empty. But it is a hard sale. There's not many people looking to buy empty ones because basically they go out and buy brand new ones. So 6 of them are worth £2.80. Right, so the other 4, now empty, they are worth £1.97. I've noticed that the Dell towers are a lot heavier than all the others, even the big ones. So whether they use thicker metal, I'm not sure. So these 4 are worth £1.97. So now with the disk drives, wasn't really sure how to weigh these up because I'll take them apart, get the boards out. So you can see here that you got these ones are the SATA ones. SATA, these are the old ones for the pins. So the ones with the SATA, I tend to box up and try and sell them as a job lot online. So it's a bit hard to sort of weigh these up really. And then I've got floppy drives at the top here. So again, they go in with my SATA CD drives, and I try and sell them as a job lot. So I think what I'm going to do here is just do them as steel weight, because once I take the ones apart, the rest of it goes into steel. I only take the board out, and that really doesn't weigh much. So yeah, I'm just going to do them at a steel price. So steel price for these would be 62 pence. So like I say, it's a bit hard to sort of judge what they're worth because I'll be selling them separately, whole, and then other ones I'll be taking apart. So if we just say a straight steel price at 62 pence for the disk drives. So onto the power supply units. So all of them had power supply units. So we've got 10 of them. So it's a bit hard to sort of get a value on these because I sell them separately. So I sell them online and you can get anywhere from 10, 15, 20, 30, even £30 for some of these. So you have to just type in the model number, have a look on eBay, see what they're selling for. And yeah, so like I say, if I was going to scrap them out, I'd be cutting all the cables off, selling them separately because they go for £1.60 a kilo. So that's if I was scrapping them. Basically I'll get 15 pence a kilo if they got cables on or without cables. So basically they just say they want them without cables for 15 pence a kilo. So basically I've done a video before, and just by cutting the cables off, they'll be worth 50 pence each, roughly. Obviously all of them are slightly different, but on average they're about 50 pence each. So yeah, so if you're selling them how they are like this for 15 pence a kilo, you get £2.10. But like I say, I've done the video before and they're worth 50 pence each. So I've got 10 here, so that's £5. So basically it's £5 worth of power supply units here once you cut the cable off. So that's how we're gonna go about this really. So £5 for those. Let's say how they are like this, it says £2.10, but obviously you're up in the money by taking the cables off, selling them separately. So yeah guys, that's the power supply units. But like I say, it's best to try and sell these online. I've got a tester coming in the mail at the moment, so I'll be able to test them all out, get them online, and sell them like that. And like I say, if you can sell each one for £15, just in this little box here, you got 150 quid's worth of power supply units. Right, so on to the motherboards now. So the motherboards, I've been sort of cleaned them up a little bit. I've taken the batteries out. When I actually come to sell them, they want the extruded aluminium. They want all that removed. So basically, I've just got to remove the aluminium off these batteries. They come out and they get recycled. So at £1.90 a kilo, there's £11.18 here worth of motherboards. So I've got a feeling my buyer will actually give me more than £1.90. That was a price I got off another buyer, but the actual buyer, it's about a 45-minute drive from here, I think they actually give you more than £1.90. So I need to look into that really. So if we just say £1.90, because I know I can get £1.90, so £11.18 in the motherboards. So on to extruded aluminium. So we've got a fair lump of that. So 3.5 kilos basically out of the 10 PCs. That's worth £3.23. So some of these, as you can see, got the copper in the middle. So what I'll do is knock them out and get a little bit more value out of that. So what I do is I wait until I've got a few of them with the copper in there, and then I'll just do them all together, because sometimes you need to cut with the grinder down here just to open it up. Sometimes you can just hit them and they come out. So I've got a nice little pile of these little copper, I don't know what you'd call them, copper bullion. I don't know, but yeah, just been chucking them on the shelf, just stacking them up basically. So yeah, that's worth £3.23. One thing, I've never really tried it, but one thing I was thinking about is actually some of these look really nice ones, so all of these really, as long as they're in good condition, is actually try to sell them as a job lot. Because whether people can use them as art, or people might be able to reuse them in PCs, I'm not really sure. So that's something I do want to look into. So I might just put a little lot online and just see what happens. If not, just go to the scrapyard. So yeah, £3.23 for those. Oh. And then we've got the cables. So there's all different types of cables in here. So the majority of them are singles at the bottom here. So at £1.60 a kilo, they will be worth £2.34 for those. So these ones here, like the SATA cables, again what I do, I chuck them in a box and I sell them online. So I'll just wait until I've got a good load of them and just put them online, because people can reuse these, because that's what everyone's using in computers now. So yeah, that's the cables. Then we've got the disgustingly dusty, dirty old fans. I've cut all the cables off them. Because they're a low value, I leave them how they are and just take them to the scrapyard as they are. So because they're a low value, they're only 30p a kilo. So all those are worth 43p. So not worth the hassle. Some people cut all the plastic off, but it's just not worth it. You know, the scrapyard's only paying 40 odd p anyway. So you might as well just leave the plastic on. Slot cards. So I got 3 slot cards out of them 10 PCs. So obviously someone's been in there and stripped all them out. So those 3 there. I don't know what this one is. I've never seen it with a plastic case on there. It's some sort of phone or internet cable. So yeah, this one's quite fancy. It'd be nice if all that's gold, but I can guarantee it's not. So yeah, so they're worth £1.13 for those 3. Out of these PCs, I didn't get one hard drive, but most of them come from a PC guy. So he removes the he removes all the what are they called? Hard drives. My mind went blank again. So yeah, he removes all the hard drives for data protection. So what he's actually doing now is actually giving me the hard drives because I've gave him my word that I destroy them. So he takes them out. So probably next time he'll probably leave them all in. So yeah, that's why I've got no hard drives out of these PCs whatsoever. These go for £6 a kilo. So it's all the different CPUs. So they're worth £1.35. So I think there's 9 of them there. One of them was missing one. So they're not actually that valuable when you come to sell them. So they're better for gold recovery. I'll sell these ones, the pinless ones, because no use to me. And then we have a little bit of RAM. So they go for a nice £15.50. So the RAM there, and that's all worth £2.40 for the RAM. So that's basically everything I got out of there. So yeah, I'm just going to tally up the costs and see what we made out of them 10 PCs. Right, so after working it all out, you're looking at, in the UK, 10 PCs, £32.46. So basically, what's that, £3.20 a PC. So it's roughly what I had before on when I done the teardown on the PC in a previous video. So in America that's $39.52, Australia $52.02, and in Canada $53.02. So it took me just over an hour, so about an hour and 20 minutes. So sort of worked at an hourly rate. So in the UK it'd be £24.30. In America that's $29.59, Australia $38.94, and Canada it'd be $39.69. So it's a good way to make money, you know, £24.30 an hour in the UK. That's bloody good money. So yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, if you can get the amount of PCs and you can do them every hour, all throughout the day, you know, say if you've done that for 10 hours a day, you're doing PCs all day long, you're looking at £240 a day. So it's not bad money at all. It's just getting enough of them to keep you going. So yeah, so that's just a little video on my little teardown of 10 PCs. Hopefully it'll help you out on a sort of an hourly rate of doing PCs. So yeah guys, keep scrapping.